everyone, welcome to Littlelamb Go. And today I will start a new section, or I have started before. It's like a teaching section. I will firstly talk about some of my students' games, like doing the reviews uh, of them. And if you are interested, if you also want a review, you can send me your games and I will see if I can do the reviews for you. Maybe I will pick one or two good games and uh, review it. And this game is played by my students. They are both about 6 players. Up to now is not much to say. All the moves are okay. This is also a good variation. Usually black will pincer. And when white honey, actually here white has two choices. First one is to play here like the actual game, but this one looks more efficient. Black can't play here because this fight is favorable for white. So usually black will play here and white will play this and do an Atari and play like this. And then black can play like this, and white will spend another move to save here. Even if white spend another move, this is a very concrete shape, and it also limits black's influence. So, professionals always choose this variation instead of the newbie in the actual game. Yeah, instead of this move. But this is also okay, not a big problem. Yeah, in the actual game, black just play like this. But here, actually, black has another choice: is to directly enter the corner. It's mm, maybe a faster way to play. After this, black can Galasente. This corner is not dead yet. Black can maybe jump here. This is more faster. But this is also okay. And white choose to play here is also okay. And here now, black choose to jump here. This is a good point actually to increase its influence. But I think before black play this move, black can jump here. This is more urgent because after this move, black can invade white's group here. For instance, white want to destroy black's influence. Black can attach here. This is a bit hard for white. Oh, sorry. This is not. So now white has too many cards. Probably it will end up like this. This is black got too much territory and all these character are very concrete, and white's group still has no eye, so white cannot accept this. So probably white still need one move here. That's why I said before professionals prefer to play this move first and spend another move to make this group very concrete. So black can play this jump first and then jump here. Black has a very beautiful shape. And if white plays here, black can never get this shape. That's the difference. But black, in the actual game, black choose to directly jump here and the next move white throw in. So yeah, before white plays a little bit soft, but this move is a very good move. It it invade in the very correct time. Black choose to play diagonal and play here. It want to cut white groups, but this obviously is too slow. This move. Black can jump out first. I think, and when white choose to jump out like this, you can then play here. It's fine. Then white is probably white still need to descend because this is too big, and black can choose to attack this group. This is more like a good way to attack, and but also black has some risk. If white can make this group alive, black may has the problem of the territory. But anyway, black need to play like this. All the stones like useful here. In the actual game, black play here first. Want to emphasize this big move. But obviously now this white will not answer simply like this. White can just play any move outside. Black is very hard to deal with. This is like this move has the value, but it's not so urgent. It's too slow. Like give white too many choices. White can play anywhere. In the actual game, white play here is also okay. Then black honey back and white stretch back. So after all this exchange, white actually got some benefits in the after this throw in move. The good thing is after white stretch back, all this group connected and white saved this problem here. This is very important. Another thing is it makes black this move, which should be a very good move. Now it's looks like not very useful. So in this battle, white got some benefits. And then black played this move, which is also a very problematic move. This move looks like it wants to make some territory, but the first thing is this is not too big. Even if you don't play, you got some points. It's like with this move, you just got less than 10 points. This is very small move. Another thing is with this move, if you can attack white group here, it's okay. But now white group is very healthy. All the stones are connected. You will not harm this group. So this is quite small actually. Here, obviously, This 3-3 is the most important, biggest move and important move. This far more than 10 points. And white is very hard to answer actually if you play 3-3. If white choose to answer this side, which should be impossible, um, when black has already got lots of stones here. Here now, black can even just push and cut. With all these stones, becomes useful. So white cannot choose like this to block this side. White can only choose to block this side. With all this exchange, black already got much more than 10 points. And the most important thing is if you play anywhere else, later I can still invade here, which is very uh, fierce. So white still need to spend another move here. Then with a center you got the corner, it's very big. Then you can play something else. This is the biggest. So when you play the game, you also can learn from that. Usually when we just play a move, looks very big, but it's not very meaningful. It's usually not a good move. Just like this move, it's not very. It's meaningless. Even even if the 10 points is not yours, you play like this. Later, white can still invade. It's not your territory. So in the actual game, yeah, white feel that the 3-3. White make the right uh, decision. So of course you can't block here now. If you block here, you let white, you will lose the 3-3. You let white get too many benefits. So black choose to invade. It's also yeah, it's also a choice. Not bad. But this move, white also make a mistake, I think. With these two exchange, of course, black got some benefits. Because now this side is more important. Because if you play here, what black can actually ignore and play somewhere else. And this stone is very light. With this exchange, black already got some benefit. So white needs to jump here to let black jump also, and then get this biggest move. So with this exchange, if you want to play here, I just give you white got very big influence here and got the very concrete corner, and this F18 is too big. After this move, all this are not territory. So the correct direction is to play this side. And after white play here, black play this move. Yeah, this move is, I think, is very good, excellent move. Just because you played here, and then I want to say that I want to tell you why this move is a bad move. So, like, what black think is, if you play here, I pushed once. I already got some benefits. Later, when the battle comes to here, this is a Sente. I can choose variation like this. I got lots of benefits. Lots of things to utilize here. So this is very good for black. So another choice for white is to just connect, but maybe black will choose to make life like this. this is very hard for white to kill. But probably white has to choose one of these two variations because it's the problem of this move. So you have to when you cause the problem, you have to accept the consequence. So here, white in the actual game, he feels that the problem, so he want to save this problem. He want to do counter attack, but seems not very good. Especially when black play here, white just jump back to get the corner, and when black got plays here, it's like black shape is very good, and white may still spend another move here. So you see this when black throw in, black got lots of benefits here, and white can only block here. Is too bad. So actually, after black play here, probably the only choice for white is to cut here. So black can choose to make a life like this. And then here white still has some cards, so white may still spend another move to save it. But yeah, but it's still okay for white. White can still continue to play this game. Here black got some benefits, but not that much. White can is still okay for white to play. It's like you want to save one problem and you make uh, more problems. Yeah, when black jump out, it's very hard for white to play. Black got this, like this side, white got some benefits, and when black play a slow move, then black got some. Uh, not then. And this side, white got when white play a slow move, black got some benefits. So it's quite even. And this is obvious, not in hurry. When black jump out, this is the definite move. This is too big. After you play here, you got, if all this territory, it's about 40 points. But if you don't play, later black throw in here, you got nothing. And this stone is also in danger. And as I just said, this side is not big. That's why I said this move is not good. But now you want to destroy this territory in hurry. Then you make this move useful. So it's not a good choice. Black can choose to play it easily here and can even, yeah, as I recommend to ignore this move and play this side. Yeah, I think black has no need to uh, kill white. Black can just play some moves like this, and I can't see how white to make can make this alive. Let's say, simply speaking, let's let white to make alive. But of course, it will be a goatee. Then you just destroy about 20 points, and you make black a very huge wall. And when black plays here, you have nothing. This is too easy for black to play. If you jump, will also jump. Oh, sorry. Hmm? Then, if it's like this, the game is almost ended. White just got these corners. Black got two corner and got lots of influence. So this is very good for black. Black should just let white to make it alive easily. And in the actual game, black wants to kill and gives some chances for white. All this, so sometimes when you have good calculation, the, the more important thing is you have a good judgment. If you can't judge it, the big, which is big and which is small, you may, all the calculations are wasted. What black think is maybe you play here or directly kill you. But white can actually play some simple moves. This is also very hard for black to kill, and black cannot get a very strong wall. And when the situation becomes more complex, black may not get the Sente to play here. So, yeah, and I can't see a way for black to kill it easily. Probably black will choose to kill it like this. But as I just said, this is not very big. When white got the center, white can come back, and with some stones here, white can also straighten this group. As long as white can make this all this as concrete territory, white is in a very good situation. So in the actual game, he plays here, and it's killed by black. Yeah, this may be a better choice. But even black healed this group, I don't think black got benefits here because yeah, white got Cynthia and white got this move, and later here is where white can also get this as a Cynthia. This not as a Cynthia get this move to cut black, and here there are too many cuts. So blacks still need to play one move to save this group. So it's like white got this as a center. It's enough to compete with the territory loss here. So I think now white can probably just spend another move here. This is more positive to save this group. Then it will be a quite even game. But in the actual game, white plays here. This is wishful thinking. He still think black may. Oh, this group is a little bit vulnerable. I may steal another move to save it, or I may jump out. This is too wishful. When you want to save the territory, you always not to save the territory like this. Just when what I said here. This is not your territory. When I enter, you can't save it. And yes, what I think is black should directly enter this. Maybe do some exchange first and then play here. If you want to kill, You must play here. Then I just come out. This shape is too hard to kill. And if black can destroy our territory here, what are you doing with this move? Obviously, if you want to kill this group, it will be also a very long journey. So when you want to save the territory, just save it. Don't want to be smart. This is usually will be uh, useless. But in the actual game, black choose to play this side and then come back to this. This logic is uh, very strange because if you just throw in here, you make it alive. It's quite simple. But after you play this exchange, maybe later you still need to take care of this stone. It become heavy. When white seal this, for instance, let's say for instance, this is not a correct move. For instance, when white save this and let you make life, then this stone will be like a lo losing move. Ah, sorry. Huh? Oh, yes. In the actual game, white is plays here. Okay. I just, yeah, it's also okay. Yeah, it's a choice. And the black wants to make it alive here. And the game is ended. Yes? Yes. I think maybe they didn't send me the whole game, but up to now, it's, yeah, maybe white resigns is also possible. Maybe they think that now white has no way to win this game. Maybe they think the problems are in the previous move. So yes, it's reasonable. When blacks come here to destroy all white's territory, and if white can do nothing with this stone, and to kill this group is too hard. So white will be facing the lack of territory. 可以烧面啦，可以烧吧。I'm telling my wife to cook the dinner for me. It's quite late. Cook some noodles. So, yes, here white is like lacking of territory, not enough. Let's make a conclusion that the first thing is this move and this move. You small thing, both okay, but I think this is better. And the second thing of this game is that this side, this move is a bit slow, and this move is also slow. We can say that. Like these three moves are very slow moves. It's meaningless, not very attractive. And this is a very good move. Make some benefits here, and white got some benefits. And the most important thing is I want to say about this game is about the judgment. This side have number. What's this? What's this? Three. Ooh, no. Okay. This side is a small side, and this is big side. And I think the last bad move is this one. When white play here and black got all this territory. After black got this, white is has the problem of the territory. So white need to save this territory, make this very concrete, and white can still play. Yes. So this is the game. Well, I hope you learned something from it. And yeah, if you are interested, you can. If you think your game is a very good game, you can send me by email. I will leave my email address, which I have left it before actually, maybe 2 years ago in one video. Mm, yeah, that's it. And I will see if I can do some reviews for you also. I hope you enjoy it. See you next time.